Hey friends, Rob Phoenix Hexameister here. Hope you're all doing well. It is Monday, June 22nd, 2026. Um, just got my evening shower. I'm up in my library for the evening. My dog Blair is with me on the floor behind me. One of the things I want to talk about tonight is what it means to be a Hexameister, but also like in your daily life, just like as a regular person. I am an accountant. I do accounting work for the Commonwealth, um, in particular the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. So I'm there. I spend my days there, just doing accounting and bookkeeping work. Accounts receivable and accounts payable, um, and I do love my work. I mean, it's my career. Uh, Hooray! I have 14 more years till I can retire, but I am looking forward to that. But it feels good knowing that I can. Um, But everybody at work also knows that I am a Hexameister. They know I'm a practitioner of Pennsylvania German Brauerei. They know that I do card readings and I do folk magic and folk healing and teach classes here and have Phoenix Line and everything else. It's never been a secret. Um, but I recognize that not everybody has that luxury. So, your day to day life as a Hexameister, because we're not a religion, we are a Christian religious tradition, but we are not in an, like, a Brocker is not in and of itself. Like, Brockerai is not a religion, but it is a Christian religious practice. Um, but your daily work is whatever your religion asks of you. So, for example, some Christian traditions ask for daily prayers or prayers at different times of the day. Others do not. Some ask that you attend certain services, maybe twice, 3 times a week, whatever, uh, and so on and so forth. But during the day, it's most important, I believe, that you let the people in your life around you know that number one, you are there for, um, you have a purpose. Your purpose is to bring that healing into the world and do some folk magic, maybe help people guide them on their path with playing card reading or whatever it is you do. Um, but all around, you try to be a decent person. You're not going to be perfect. We're not. We're human beings. We make stupid mistakes and we make poor judgments and whatever. We let ego take over, but for the most part, we try. We try to do good. Um, Interestingly enough, like I have people that I've read cards for at my job in the office, and today one of my friends said, "Wow, that the one thing you said just the other day in the reading actually happened today," and I was really glad for that because it was important for her that something like that occur. I saw it coming. I said that to her, and so I'm really glad that God guided me to give her the proper information. But that also brings up an interesting point because then other people at work will do a reading for me, do a reading for me, and then you have people in your life that want you to like dazzle them, and I'm not that kind of a person. But you might be, and that's okay. And when it comes to especially things like our card readings, feel free to charge people. Feel free to put the word out like, "Hey, I will do readings after work, but I charge, $30 or whatever for the reading." That's up to you. Personally, I say I'm going to charge all the time, but then I never actually do. Uh, I don't know. I just feel strange about it. Um, but I just enjoy the process and I enjoy getting the insight that the individual needs. But you don't need to be a strange person to be your local hexameister. It just kind of works out that I guess I am. I was at work the one day, this was during COVID, and everybody in the office was wearing masks. So I was in the elevator with these two women, and I didn't know who they were, but came to my floor and I said, "Have a good day." And I got out, and as I was getting out, I heard one of them saying, "Rob is such a nice guy." And the other lady said, "Yeah, but he's kind of out there." And then the doors closed, and I was like, "Wait, what?" um, so they knew not just who I was, but they had sort of an inkling of the kind of person that I was. Um, And yeah, you might be that person. You might be that strange person, that fringy kind of person in your personal life, and that's okay. I don't think people should ever be afraid of us. I don't think people should ever think we're like, "Bleh, stay away from that person." Uh, but being yourself, just be who you are, and let the world around you know who and what you are. And I mean, in that way, because there are more people like us than we think, and when we are not afraid to be ourselves and to be who and what we are, um, other people are drawn to that. Other people who are like us but may be afraid see us as almost a beacon, like, wow, they're an example of what I want to be. And I want to be like them, and just to not be afraid of who I am and what I do, and be ashamed of it or feel like I have to hide it in some way, shape, or form. Because honestly, we don't. Especially being a Hexameister. It's Pennsylvania Dutch. It's an established Christian Pennsylvania Dutch tradition. There's nothing to be ashamed of about it. It's just prayers to help people heal, and feel safe. Like I said in a video a couple of months ago, this is our time. Let your freak flag fly. So yeah, so when like insofar as being a Hexameister, historically the Hexameister or the Brauker or the powwow guy or whatever, they always kind of lived on the fringes of society. Everybody knew what they did. Maybe people didn't want to talk about it, and maybe people publicly were like, yeah, I don't mess around with that person. But then when it came to a time of need, they were the first ones at that powwow doctor's door knocking in the middle of the night for help. Um, I don't think we need to be that sensitive or that hidden in this day and age, especially not here in Pennsylvania. In South Central and Southeastern Pennsylvania, um, everybody knows what a powwow doctor is, so we can be open like that. And if you're in a different state or somewhere and practicing this tradition, uh, maybe the word powwow isn't the best way to present it. So maybe a Brauker or a Hexenmeister or a Pennsylvania Dutch folk healer. Um, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. That what matters is that you do the work and you put it out there. And when people know you do this kind of work, they are drawn to you, and more people will be drawn to you, and that creates more little positive points of white light in the universe, and it's only a benefit to the I don't know, the vibe of the world, I guess you could say. So I think it is important to just be yourself. And I know some people say, well, I can't, I absolutely cannot. Well, I hope someday you can get yourself into a different situation. I hope you can get out of that situation and into a situation where you can be yourself. Because right there, just being able to be yourself is the, I mean, you're put both feet on the path towards happiness when you can just be yourself. Um, so never be ashamed of your magic, your healing, the skills and abilities and powers that you have. Never be ashamed of that. And read the room, obviously. Maybe if you have to reward things, that's okay until you get comfortable enough with people and they're comfortable enough with you that you can start using proper words and such. I'm just very lucky that I have the career that I have and I live in the state that I do, because years ago when Hex Hollow came out, a whole bunch of my coworkers went and saw the movie, and everybody's seen my website, and people have purchased my books, and people have asked me to do things for them, like in the office. And um, so I'm very lucky and blessed to have that. And I know not everybody has that, but I hope you are in a situation where you can take those baby steps and just be yourself, please. It's so important. It's so important to the not just the survival of folk traditions, but to the sharing of it with people who are feeling lost, feeling like they don't have a purpose or a path, or they're feeling hopeless about the cost of healthcare in the United States, which is ridiculous, um, and pharmaceuticals and such. And maybe you are their alternative, and if they don't know about you, then you can't get that healing to them. So anyway, I wasn't really sure where I was going with this video when I started, but it kind of, organically formed into this. So just be yourself, please. We don't have to be weird. We just have to be ourselves. And if yourself is a little bit weird, like me, I'm kind of out there, that's okay too. People will love and respect you for who and what you are, and they'll appreciate you for what you can do and bring to the community. We will be more accepted by people than you think. There are more people that are ready to accept you than there are who are willing to reject you. And if there are people ready to reject you, then they're just not people that you need in your life at this point in time. So that's all I have to say. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you all had a nice start to the week. Um, and that's it. Let's talk soon. If you're interested in learning traditional Pennsylvania German Brauerei, please email me, robertphoenix73@gmail.com. We have a great group of people. We do a lot of cool public and private stuff, lots of classes and everything. So that's it. God bless you guys. Love you all very much. We'll talk again real soon.